Right, folks, how are we all? It's the 18th of July. It's approximately 10 to 12, approaching midday. Now, I do a lot of these kind of videos now. These are what I like doing, yeah. And it's quite funny really, because I get a lot of people now calling me gammon and stuff, and they say I just copy off right-wing media and all that. Just fuck off. I've always thought like this. I've always fucking played this game. I've always done this, yeah? It's just that YouTube makes you do things that you don't want to do. Well, tough now. First of all though, even though I just started off, I'd like to say I hope Joe Biden recovers from his third bout of COVID, after he said that when you've had the jab you wouldn't get COVID, but obviously he does, doesn't he? It was I've been watching a lot of American news lately since this Donald Trump attempted assassination, and it's quite funny. On MSNBC, this woman, I can't remember her name, some fucking stupid fucking idiot, she says that if remember the word if Joe Biden recovers from COVID, it should be seen as a sign of strength, similar to Donald Trump surviving an assassination attempt. And yeah, she said this live on air. She is comparing COVID, because Joe is 81, she is comparing COVID to a fucking speeding bullet at your head. Is there anything this fucking lot in America won't say or do to try and make Joe look fucking real? They're absolutely fucked here over this Joe Biden thing, because if he dies of COVID, which they probably want him to do, you know, because he's falling to bits, then fair enough. But if he does die, but he's already had the jab and he said that you won't die, then it's going to make them look bad. They've actually fucked themselves over. Rapper Tom McDonald had a single out within 12 hours of the shooting. Now, if you don't know Tom McDonald, go and look him up on YouTube. He was a Canadian. He moved to America, and he's a rapper, and he's very controversial. Back in the day, they would have said that he was a poet, but nowadays, and now some of you are going to laugh at that as well, because you're going to probably go over to fucking YouTube, do a bit of research on Tom McDonald, and come back and talk fucking complete shit, thinking that, you know, that's it. But you really should listen to him and his words and that. He is a modern day poet, but adds it to music. And again, once again, he can't get a record company. He's had to be independent because no record company would touch him, because he hits the truth too much. But, you know, go look him up. Anyway, people on Twitter are moaning about the assassination, or the failed assassination attempt on Jack Black, I was going to say, on Donald Trump. Jack Black has cancelled his tour with Tenacious D after his mate said Jack Black asked him if he'd make a wish, and he went, yeah, don't miss next time, Trump. But this is how the lefties work. This is how they work. Jack has actually thrown his mate under the bus over this, because he's more worried about his career and his fucking income than he is about the actual, you know, joke. That was planned. I would guess that was all planned. That part of the song, that part of the concert, that's what it were. But he's thrown Tenacious D under the bus, fucking sacked it. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, he went on Twitter about Trump's ear bandage. I don't understand these people. He was taking the piss out of it, and I think he's also said something else that he deleted. But I'm guessing, if this was real life for Hamill, right? Luke, I'm your father, yeah? That's probably why he's a fucking mess. That's probably because his fucking dad weren't there for him. Hamill would have been, if somebody shot at Hamill, I'm guessing that he would have been like curled up in a fucking ball, shitting himself. Yeah? This isn't a galaxy far, far away. This is real life. This is somebody's husband, dad, brother. I don't know if he's... Yeah, he has got a brother, isn't he? But I don't think his brother's dead. I don't know. Yeah. This is serious stuff. You can't just go around shooting people just because you don't like them. Some were saying that the blood on Trump's face was running this way. Now, law of gravity, if you've got an injury here and you're leaning forward, the blood is going to run this way, isn't it? What is it with these people? Are they that fucking desperate to rubbish this? That it's just... they just don't fucking weigh it up. They're that desperate to fucking badmouth him and put him down. James O'Brien, he's another one. LBC, they're all fucking idiots on there. Carol Vorderman, she's another fucking idiot. James O'Brien said on air, so if anyone wants to take a shot at Trump, maybe they should make it. Not literally, obvious. But on second thoughts, it's there. He fucking said it. And the best thing is, like, Lawrence Fox got done for saying something, didn't he? Yeah, James O'Brien won't. Nothing will get said, nothing will get done. It's the Joe Brand moment, isn't it? The Joe Brand moment again. Just going to shut this window. Bloody barking dogs. Just have another look at my t-shirt, folks. There you go. Yeah. It's just absolutely unreal. The thing is, it's the BBC, ITV, Sky, LBC, CNN and the rest of them, the press, they're supposed to report the news. They're supposed to report what happens. They're not really supposed to come out here and give us their opinions. I can give my opinion. This is my channel, yeah? You choose to watch. I am not funded by anybody like that. It's there, yeah? But these reporters are there to report the news and not just give out stupid information. They've been lying for the last 5-6 years at least. And they've been lying before that then. I'm surprised that fucking little midget fucking Robert De Niro hasn't opened his mouth and said something. But no, he won't, will he? He's already said his little bit. And then once again, they're all worried about brand deals and the career. No matter how much money they've got, they're all worried about that. So, it's just absolutely fucking unbelievable how they just rubbish everything. So there you go. But the left should worry about this, because if this can happen to Trump, then it can happen to their man or woman or whatever it is that you've got in charge or leading you. But let's talk about the people protecting Trump. Apparently, they knew about him 3 hours before the shooting. Now, I've wrote this down. I've done my research, yeah? Some people say I don't do research, I just do all this, but no, right? We watched Redacted last night. Very good channel in America on YouTube, Redacted. And they said, they've been around and interviewed people, and they've said there was a second shooter. There was mentions of somebody on a water tower. Now, Crooks tried to join the high school's rifle team, but was rejected and asked not to return after a pre-season session. He did just not make the team. He was asked not to come back. He didn't just not make the team. He was asked not to come back because of how bad a shot he was. He was considered dangerous. Another member of the team who asked not to be named told ABC News that there was a view that Crooks wasn't really fit for the rifle team. He was a terrible shot. But in another statement, the school district said Crooks never appeared on the roster and that there was no record of him tried out. Now, personally, I would rather believe the lads who turned up, who's seen him doing this, than some state school that could just make anything up. Crooks did, however, belong to a local shooting club. ABC they confirmed. So there's all conflicting stories. If he did go to a rifle club and they did fuck him off because he was such a shit shot, that's probably why he missed Trump. But there is talk of a second shooter, because behind Trump there was some hydraulics that was hit. It's this is going to be one of those things that's it's a JFK thing, isn't it? We're never actually going to really know. Now, Kimberly Cheetle, head of the SS, the attempted assassination of Donald Trump at a Pennsylvania rally was unacceptable. Unacceptable. Well, the director of the US Secret Service said an investigation continues, adding that though the book stops with me, she would not resign. So she's basically failed at a job. An ex-president has nearly been assassinated, and she won't resign. I watched it last night. I've watched it on... You know what? YouTube's an amazing thing, because they do, when they're not deleting stuff and fixing for their way, it's quite amazing. She didn't want people on that roof where the shooter was, because there was a slope. The roof sloped, because it's dangerous. What the fucking hell? You've seen Secret Service men. They're on roofs like that. They're there to protect. That is their fucking job. What they're going to do every time there's a fucking a rally or something and there's a sloping roof that's about like that, we're not putting anybody on there. It's unbelievable. And then you got the people round him when he was shot. You got like some kind of pygmy woman. Now, people are probably going to say I'm being sexist here. I'm not being sexist, I'm being practical. When you want security around you, their job is to take a fucking bullet, isn't it? And they got like a couple of big blokes, and then there were like these small women, and one they were just too small. It's like having the fucking borrowers guarding him. It was just unbelievable. There's one woman, you watch it, and she bends down to pick up a hat, and when she bends down, there is a clear shot at his torso, his chest. He's there. It's there. If this was more than one gunman, if this was 1, 2 or 3 gunmen, they could have executed this so well because of the incompetence of the fucking American SS. She bent down and picked his hat up. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, it's like Clarice Starling, isn't it? Silence of the Lambs when she didn't check behind the door. You're dead. It's absolutely pathetic. You listen to the experts, and you were saying that and they were saying how slow they were took him to take him off the fucking stage. He stopped and he says, oh, "Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes." Donald, let's go, mate. These people taking pot shots at you, and you're fucking worried about your shoes, son. No, let's go. I'm not a security bloke. I'm not anyway that qualified. But when you look at things, you think that right, you want them off that stage as quick as possible. But all you get now in all walks of life now, it's diversity, inclusive, be inclusive of everybody. It's bollocks. Surely they have to take tests and do stuff and all that. But they all seem to just freeze. They all seem to just like lose the plot, unless it was part of the plan to fuck up. Apparently some officer seen him on the roof and approached him, and he held the gun at him and he fell off the fucking roof, this copper. I don't know how true this is. There's rumours flying around all over the place. All you have now is diversity and equality and everything. It's an absolute joke. They talk about how the USA is the best at this and the best at that and blah, 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 and the UK is the best at this and second to none and all that. It's bollocks. We're fucking shit. We're shit because we've gone that woke and diverse and fucking equality that you're not picking the best people for the fucking job. They would rather pick some woman than the man who's been in the forces for so long. It's fucking mad. You look at the Chinese career, the Korean and the Russian Secret Service. You look at their fucking security service, yeah? You don't see anybody fucking up like that. You see them and their eyes are all over the place and they're fucking ready and yeah. They're already there to step in. Not our fucking lot. Unbelievable. No, you don't get some short-ass woman who can't put a fucking gun back in her holster picking her fucking sunglasses up. It's ridiculous. How about let's just have in the people that can do the fucking job? Let's make them a certain size, yeah? Because now you can be a copper. I think you can be fucking 3'2" and be a copper. Back in my day, yeah, you had to be 5'10" or something. But no, you don't now, because we're that desperate to get these people to do these fucking jobs. It's unbelievable. It's just pathetic. We're absolutely gone. You know, it's like they're proud to have a fucking transsexual. Oh, the fucking, she's a first transsexual to protect the president. All of them very, very, very good. But I don't understand why they've got to be a transsexual. Just do the fucking job. Just be the best at the job there is. Stop it. The Secret Service didn't save Trump. The fucking bullet missed. They should never have been allowed to take the fucking shot. There was a sniper on the roof behind him. And I hear it once again in the news. You hear where the sniper spotted him and he wanted to take the shot and they went step down. Why? Well, they should have had somebody on the roof, and as soon as he walked up there with a rifle, shoot him. And then if it's a mistake, it's a mistake. But why are you walking up on the roof with a fucking rifle? Oh, I fucking don't know. If people aren't fired over this, then it just shows that they're incompetence. You're allowed to fuck up. You're allowed to not defend and protect a former president and hopefully a future president of the United States. The Secret Service just didn't do the job, and this was allowed to happen. If Trump had been killed, it would have been interesting to see how America would have reacted. If America can have riots and weeks of trouble over somebody like George Floyd, then what would have happened in America? It's just unbelievable. I probably would have guessed that the right wing wouldn't have rioted and wrecked people's businesses and lives. But we would have been fucking angry. I mean, haven't they learnt anything from JFK or Reagan? It's just, I just don't understand how somebody could climb on a roof with a rifle, get all set up and take a pot shot. And it's only the fact that Trump went like that he fucking survived. They've come for Trump in any way they can. They've tried to impeach him. They've made him a sex offender. They've had him for papers out of fucking offices and all kinds of stuff. They've tried so hard to get him into jail, to get him out of the way. And now they've tried to kill him. It's just, I just don't trust these fucks in charge. I honestly don't. I just don't trust the governments. They lie, they manipulate. When hasn't a government ever fucking lied, to be fair? The thing is now, though, the thing is, you can feel like a tipping point in the world. People are being told what to accept and what to believe and what to say and what to drink and what to eat. And all these celebrities and all these politicians who think they're fucking celebrities, telling us what to do, how to behave, how to live our lives. And I think people have had enough. I think we've had enough. You're told you're a bad person for not accepting a certain thing or believing in a certain thing. You're told you're a bad person. And these are people. I'm being told to do this and do that and believe this and believe that and accept this and accept that. And if you don't, you're a bad person. I've not even got a fucking speeding ticket. And the making out. I'm a law-abiding citizen. And then they're making out that I'm a bad fucking person. And it's not just me they're making out to be a bad person, they're making out you to be a bad person. The thing is, people listen to Whoopi Goldberg and that fucking dwarf Robert De Niro spitting his little speech at the side of the road outside a courthouse. And people are now beginning to think, fuck you, fuck off, we're not listening to you. You don't know anything about us. You celebrities in your millionaire mansions and stuff, you don't know anything about us. You don't care. As long as we're buying your fucking shitty films on DVD and watching your shitty fucking programmes on whatever fucking shitty channel, you're happy. You want to make out you care. You want to make out they care and say, oh yeah, we care about you. But what they are saying is, don't look at my wealth, because when you start looking at my wealth, I'm not one of you. There was a time once Donald Trump said, they're not after me, they're after you. And he is what is between us and them. And they want him gone. They want him out of the way. They're going to try and take him out any way they can now. And when he fucking got shot and the Secret Service surrounded him and the woman bent down to pick up his fucking hat and he then stuck his head out and he went, fight, fight, fight. He was basically saying, fuck you, you've missed.